Looks like I'm being watched, right? Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna poke your eye out. Let me take this pin and poke its eye out. Do-Rag Wisdom here, welcoming you all to Earth Date Y2K 20.05.21. And the music in the background is from the album Mountain Climbing. Very old album from my youth. Today, I wanted to try to avoid politics as much as possible and do something for you, which I've wanted to do a long time. And that is to give you a list of some of my favorite websites on YouTube. And they include, let me see here, The Majority Report with Sam Seder. Political, he's liberal, and he seems like a knowledgeable person. There's also The Young Turks. I donate $10 a month to this group, and it's liberal. This is a very liberal. I mean, this isn't the mainstream media. You know, I do like MSNBC because it's, you know, it's got all the opinions. But if you like to have, you know, the real nice left viewpoint, you check out, you know, Majority Report and TYT, The Young Turks. Jimmy Dore, very controversial in my mind. I do not agree with this guy in many things. He did tell people not to vote for Hillary Clinton in Y2K16, but I think the guy should be heard. You should, you know, he's got his opinions are out there in terms of politically, way out there, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have something to contribute. So Jimmy Dore, that's D-O-R-E, and I think he calls himself a comedian, and he is. He can be pretty funny. And if you like really cute and funny, Simon's Cat. If you love cats, Simon's Cat. It's animation. One of my personal heroes in this era is Kathy Griffin, and Kathy Griffin has her YouTube site as well. Please check her out. I always love roller coasters, and One Track Mind is a site where you can really enjoy some imaginative roller coaster wonderment, you know. And the one thing I love about these internet roller coaster experiences, virtual roller coaster experiences, is, you know, it's the limits of your imagination. Next one I could go to, of course, is Yeti Dynamics. That's Y-E-T-I-E Dynamics. Ladies and gentlemen, what would it be like if you walked out at night and instead of the moon up there, it would be Saturn? The same distance, and Saturn being the size that Saturn is. How would that look in our night sky? Imagine the moon being as close as the International Space Station, and it's orbiting that close around the Earth. That's part of Yeti Dynamics. What would happen if Saturn left its orbit and came toward us, the Earth, you know, and then it just passes us by at, you know, a close distance without us being destroyed? Because in real life we would be destroyed. This would be if something like that would be possible. What would that look like? Yeti Dynamics, check it out. I love it. With the Saturn thing in the night sky, that would be so awe-inspiring. Now, history buffs. There's a movie that history buffs recommended called Agora, A-G-O-R-A, which I watched and actually downloaded digitally. What a work of art that is. And History Buffs is run by a person who, what he does is he takes historical themed movies and he interprets them, or he makes, what the facts of the background. Are they, not that he's trying to be snobby or anything, but he wants to explain the background, how close to the accurate situation, how far it is. Fascinating, and you'll enjoy, if you love movies and history as much as I do, History Buffs. Followed by Brave New Films, documentaries. They did the Koch brothers released, or the Koch brothers revealed, and other great documentaries of the liberal, progressive bent. That's Brave New Films. Maths Town, and the wonderful art of fractal, that's F-R-A-C-T-E-L, zooms. Fractal zooms. And there's a program you could learn called Viper, and you could create your own fractal zooms. I love the idea of fractals in nature, in art, mathematics, and I'm not I consider myself a mathematical first grader, if that, even that. And Maths Town specializes in doing these works combined with background music that they take, they mix in, showing a fractal zoom, various fractal zoom themes. To understand what fractals are and how he creates these themes, check it out. Look it up. You'll find out how they are and how they work in nature. I think all of us are fractal shaped. But I want you all to check out Maths Town, an extremely special and even relaxing and mind-expanding site. Of course, I have Real Time with Bill Maher, Saturday Night Live, the Steve Colbert. You could collect, I'd say you could recommend that they end up on YouTube in clips as well. But I plan on continuing to let you know, folks, what I've been finding on YouTube, because a lot of the stuff there is worth it. Educational, artistic, special. And I hope that the fact that YouTube is now owned by Google, I hope that all of this doesn't turn into Disney, fast food, big box mediocrity.